Hey team, so here I am early in the morning. I'm still in Dallas, Texas. I'm getting ready to go home from the men's leadership event here in Texas. And it was an unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable event with over 400 other guys in the network. But something that I really want to talk to you guys about that really struck me, doesn't matter that you're a male, is guys, it's about when we signed up as a coach. You did not sign up as a coach to come onto this team, to come into Team Beachbody. You enrolled yourself into a new future, period. And the thing is, I can tell you right now that opportunity, and if I was to knock here, opportunity is knocking. Opportunity is knocking right now with this business for you to be very successful. And the thing, guys, is this is the thing. Opportunity never knocks when you're prepared. Never. Opportunity never knocks when you're prepared. And I'm going to tell you, and I know for sure, and this may strike and poke some of you guys directly in the heart, but there are some of you on this team that are miserable with the jobs that you're working every single day. There are some of you on this team that are probably drop dead broke. There are some of you on this team that are living paycheck to paycheck, living in, having tons of credit card debt, maybe living on, food stamps, maybe struggling. There may be some of you that actually enjoy and like your job, but I know damn well that we can't go into your boss and say you want 100, 200, or 300% raise. Last year, my income doubled. The year before that, my income tripled. And you cannot do that even in the job I enjoy every single day. So I'm asking you, what is holding you back? The opportunity is here. Stop making excuses. The biggest excuses that people make is time. Guys, everybody has the time. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. It's what you do with those 24 that's going to make a difference. Right? And getting rid of your ego and getting rid of your excuses. There were coaches here that were older than me. There were coaches here that were younger than me that are crushing this business, period. Crushing this business. There were millionaires that I spoke to yesterday that were attorneys, were accountants, were police officers, were principals at teachers, other teachers, real estate brokers. What are you going to do going forward? Because I can tell you right now, our team is approaching and climbing the 1,000 team mark. And Kristen and I are going after our dreams. We are going after this journey to enroll ourselves into a new future each and every day. Why are we settling for mediocrity? Why are you settling for mediocrity? Is that what you want for us to tell our kids? I know I don't want to go up to my kids and say, kids, we are going to strive to be in the middle. I want the best. I want the best. I want to work my butt off so I have the best possible thing for my family so that there is a legacy left behind, because when you leave a legacy behind and you change what's happened before you in generations, you affect 7 generations that are below you. The opportunity is there, guys. This team opportunity is there. Every tool is there for you to change your life. What are you going to do with it? There is a huge month ahead of us going for green in April. We have huge things going on with the team. We have systems in place. We have team calls. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Let's not settle for mediocrity. The train, I tell some people sometimes all the time, my train, the Team Perseverance train, and Kristen and I on it, trying to lead and take off to have an unbelievable new future. It's going and it's picking up speed. So you're either on or you can get off. I hope all of you guys get on, because I know what this can do. This can change your life. And the last thing I want you to think about is that if you were in a room full of people and you asked everybody in this room, how many people in this room like to have more money in their pocket? And I bet you about 100% of people put their hands up. And then if you ask how many people in this room at the same time, and keep your hands up, would also like to feel better mentally, feel better physically, look better, and be in better shape, and everybody's hands would stay up. So my challenge is to you is, why aren't you sharing this with everybody? Everybody needs what we have. They may not just know it yet. Everybody needs what they have. Opportunity is around us. It's the inches around us where the opportunity is. People are everywhere. So the train is moving. It's picking up speed. We're approaching getting 1,000 people on our train. The opportunity is knocking. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Bye-bye. Hey guys, so welcome to your team call. Hold on, let me just fix this here. I hope everybody is doing well. I wanted to play that again because I got actually a bunch of private messages regarding that video. This weekend was amazing in Dallas. I was there with Stacy Larice. I was there with Rob Krasinski, our 2 coaches from our team. Guys, it was amazing, and it just opened my eyes. When I go to live events, things just click even more about what this opportunity is about. And I just can't put it into words. And the best way to put it is what I was thinking at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning when I recorded that, getting ready to go to the airport. So I want to share that with everybody and tell you that get rid of your excuses, right? Don't hold back, because after probably 3 times of me probably getting holding back tears in my eyes, hearing stories that were there from people that are just like you and I, from people on food stamps to prominent attorneys to real estate brokers that were making millions that went to drop dead broke and then built the business. It's everywhere. And then even those that enjoyed their job, the ones that really, truly enjoy their job, I kind of compare that to myself. I enjoy my job, but the option to say I want a huge raise, or the option to not have to work for somebody else and have leave a legacy and be with my family all the time, that's an unbelievable opportunity. So thank you for watching that again. And guys, welcome to our weekly Team Perseverance team call. It is March 30th. We have 1 day left in the month of March. A ton of you hit Success Club, which is awesome. My name is Dave Atkins, for those of you that don't know me, because we get new coaches on every week, and I'm your founding coach of Team Perseverance, and I'm your upline star diamond, and we get together every week to have training, news announcements, have some guest speakers at times. Last week we had Dia. We have a couple new diamonds on our team, so I'm going to be talking to them soon to talk on our call. And here we are to get right into what this call topic is tonight. We're going to be talking about what we've been talking about for 2 weeks, going for green and getting for emerald. But I have a couple of announcements I want to go over first. But before I do that, are there any general questions from anybody? Let me see if I can open this up the other way. Any general questions? Anybody? Somebody unmuted. No? Everybody's good? Everybody's good. Rob, let me ask Rob or Stacy. Do you guys want to say anything about this weekend? You'd like to share you first. Anything?
I'll say something sort of about what you're talking about in terms of lead-in. Can you hear me? I'm just making
Yes. Yep. Okay. Go ahead.
In terms of the lead-in, if you're not green already, right? And if you don't have your spouse, your boyfriend signed up as a coach already, you're just missing out, because they explained to us, emerald, right? I guess you get 5% team cycle bonus, and then once you're a diamond, right there is 6%. Add your spouse, you're gonna miss out, and once he or she becomes diamond, you're missing out on 12. And so, obviously, once you're 2-star, you can open up a second business center. That's 18%. And then you can do that again for your spouse. That's 24%. Right there's 24% you can earn on just team cycle bonus. So
right,
25% commissions you can make off the retail part of it. You've got the residuals of the team cycle bonus, and I guess the other thing about in terms of like getting to live events, you can't explain. You learn a lot, right? But you can't explain the feeling you bring back from these things. You're super motivated. Obviously I wish I could go to Summit this year. I got a business trip. I got to go to my quote unquote job, but we're going to Super Saturday, my wife and I, Shannon, who's on the call as well. I guess that's in a few weeks from now, April 26th. But
Shannon, we can't hear you. Stacy. Can anybody else hear him or no?
No.
All right. We can't hear him. He's still talking. Stacy!
Yeah, I can't hear him either.
All right. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna undo. I'm gonna
Hey, David.
Yes. Who is that?
I gotta tell you, I'm laughing right now because I can hear him. He's down in the basement and he's just on a roll.
He's on a roll. It's great. I can't hear him. All right. So let me just go back to Stacy. Can you see me? We can't hear you. And now he's frozen. And he's gone. All right. So, guys, I'm going to move on. We lost Stacy there, but I'm going to get into what he was talking about, the team cycle bonus. So, if there's no questions, I'm going to get right into some announcements for tonight, then some recognition, and then we will go from there. So, first and foremost, most importantly, the coach sneak peek ended this past weekend. Sharice did a killer job putting that together, and the week ended on Saturday. So, guys, this is the most important thing. I can't stress this enough. Please use the script in our coaches page under files of the message you send to your people that were in the coach sneak peek. Last time we did the coach sneak peek 2 months ago, I typed up exactly what everybody needs to write, because so many times I get messages from people, Dave, how do I handle this? How do I handle that? Oh, you're able to say it. You know exactly what to say. Yeah, I know what to say. I'm not perfect because I failed a million times. I accepted failure a million times. So for me, and I'm not perfect, far from perfect, but I create these scripts, and sometimes we run them with, talk to the other diamonds about it, and it's done and it's there for you. Because this is the thing, guys. Sometimes we tend to talk people out of doing something, okay? Sometimes we tend to say too much, and less is more. So I wrote up a nice message, what you send to anybody on the coach sneak peek, copy, paste it, and fire it off in a message. And the fortune is in the follow-up. So if somebody you spoke to on Saturday just said, hey, I'm just thinking about it, your thing is, that's great. You need to follow up. And if they don't answer you, follow up again. Getting somebody to follow up simply by saying, hey, Joe, I'm just following up with you because I did not hear back. Just want to touch base with you because I have not heard back. Very informal and light, but the fortune is in the follow-up. So make sure you're following up with people if you have already sent them the message. If you haven't, please use that script. It's under the Files tab of our coaches page, Coach Sneak Peek script. You go in, guys, and send that. Don't just leave it out there. We had over 300 people in there, and I would anticipate that we should see a good spike of people coming in. I already had a couple people that are joining the team. I have 3 or 4 yeses already. So don't forget that. Next, Super Saturday is April 25th. It's around the corner. What is Super Saturday? And like I mentioned before, but for the new coaches that are on, Beachbody has 4 Super Saturdays a month, 4 Super Saturdays a year. It's the quarterly event that you can come together with coaches in your community, local coaches in your community, and it's a time to hear news, announcements, and just be around a live event and see a PowerPoint presentation and a video. And like Stacy just said, you can't put into words the feeling of getting to live events. They are everywhere throughout the country, Canada and Puerto Rico. In your back office, under the News and Training tab, under Events is the Super Saturday link, which has all the listings of where they are, and I'll have listings in every state. And just remember that they are listing, people are registering their events, coaches are registering their events that they're hosting by the day now. So there may be one closer to you, just keep checking, but get yourself to a Super Saturday. The biggest event of the year is Summit. I just booked my flight tickets. Chris and I just booked our flight tickets today. I can't wait. I have a private place that we have, a private area at the Wild Horse Saloon for 2 hours, where I got us a cocktail hour for 2 hours for Team Perseverance. It's going to rock, guys. There's 25,000 coaches going to be there. Summit is where it is at. Summit is where it is at. People say, I can't afford to go. I'd say to you, you can't afford not to go. You can't afford not to go because it will explode your business. Everybody that goes to Summit, it will just blow you away. For me, everything has always changed at Summit. I can't wait for that. And a couple of us are going to be in Cancun I would ask Shana, but I don't see her now, how many sleeps away. I think we're like 17 or 16. We're going to be in Cancun on a free trip, courtesy of Beachbody. And guys, how did this trip happen? Very simple. When you hit Success Club every month, you get money, you get points towards the next year's trip. And if you hit enough Success Club points, your trip's paid for. So this trip for Cancun was paid for through my work and effort in 2014, as well as the coaches that are going. They have this trip as well. And I think every one of us that is going, I think basically got it for free because they got their way there. 16 sleeps. Thanks, Shanna. 16 sleeps. We're there. 16 more nights of sleep. So next year's trip is the cruise, right? And you could still register. I think it's the ssbeachbody.com and get your name on the wait list. Why would you not want a free trip, right? And what they do now is they call it cruise dollars. So for every Success Club point you get like 10 cruise dollars. And it goes towards your trip. So definitely check it out, guys. These trips are great. I've been to Disney World courtesy of Beachbody. It hasn't stopped. So that's that and Coach Summit. Next, 2 trainings are coming up. Number 1, guys, is Coach Basics. Coach Basics is the 30-day coach training boot camp that I basically and we have put together to give you guys everything you need to be very successful as a coach. If you apply these principles, you will be very successful as a coach. It's on you. So if you're on the fence, you saw my video, guys, the opportunity is now. And you're never going to be prepared where everything is just perfect and you have nothing going on for you to go through the coach training. All right? Each diamond, your upline diamond, is organizing the trainings. Okay? So if I am your upline diamond, then you will be doing the training through me. And please put your name down and your sponsor's name down in parentheses on the post I put up today. If I'm not your upline diamond, please reach out to your upline diamond to get in the coach training that starts on Monday. It always is the first Monday of every month. Second, RAMP, which is Rank Advanced Mentorship Program. That's our Emerald to Diamond training. If you are an Emerald coach and you have been through the 30-day Coach Basics, you are eligible to go in our 60-day training that's there to lead you to help you grow to become a diamond coach, right? Once you hit diamond, everything changes. You are at the higher leadership level. You get more perks. You make more money with the team cycle bonus. Diamond is where it's at, and there's this training that we put together for you. And because it's 60 days, guys, it's not given every month. So if you're an Emerald coach right now, or you're just about an Emerald and you've been through the 30-day coach training, you have a week. You have a week to decide to get there because this is going to be April, May, right? And it's going to go a little bit into May, so there's not going to be another one starting in May. The next one won't be to June. And then what are we going to say then? Oh, it's the summertime. I have vacations. I can't do June and July. And then you miss June and July, and then we don't do it to end of August, or we don't do it to September. And, oh, my kids are going back to school. I can't do it then. Guys, it's never the perfect time. It's about creating the perfect time, okay? Success never comes to you. So if you're on the fence for 30-day Coach Basics or RAMP, just do it, all right? Don't wait for the motivation. Motivation doesn't come out of nowhere and strike you like a bolt of lightning. It doesn't. Motivation starts when you take the first step and you start going, then the motivation kicks in, all right? So next, last but not least, is getting right into our recognition, and then I'm going to get right into a topic for tonight's team call. And I want to, again, go right to our the people that have hit Success Club in the month of March. I mean, this is just, guys, this is where it is at, because these people are bringing challengers in, and challengers become coaches, and your business is growing. So Success Club, it's where it's at. So Emily Hupp with 8 points, Michelle Della Sala, 12, Amy Franchi, 20, Kristen Smalls, 19, Donna Versace, 16, Shannon Larice, 10, Jen Holman, 9, Beth Feldman, 8, Diane Rizzo, 8, Stacy Larice, 11, Charisse Rome-Nolson, 10, Shauna Carlucci, 14, Kimberly Ronaldson, 5, Matt Guy, 10, Kerry Pietrantonio, 12, myself, 8, Rachel Roth, 10, Liz Mullenbrook, 6, Suzanne Melandro, 10, Kristen Malone, 6, Darlene Shamp, 6, Tina Vascone, 6. Guys, this is unbelievable, the amount of people that hit Success Club. Megan Bissett, 6, Katie Lowitz, 6, Amanda Fertile, 8, Stacy Ferrante, 5, Courtney Stafford, 5, Tara McGinty, 6, Kerry John, 6, Lauren Lavelle, 8, Mary Priscilla, 13, Gina Strecco, 12, Gina, I'm psyched to come to Cancun, you and Denise, Tara Richmond, 6, Laura Schiller, 5, Maria Sideropoulos, 8. I think I pronounced that right. Ariel Eisenhower, 6. Maureen Garrett, 6. Colin Ciccarelli, 5. Renee Pupolo, 6. Lynn Stewart with 33 points. Madon girl, what are you doing out there? Holy cow. You're rocking it. Congratulations. I'm sure your paycheck has been pretty good too. So amazing stuff. So guys, getting into our volume. These are the leaders of 200 team volume points or more. So let me get right in. 200 team volume points or more. In the 200 club, we have my wife, Kristen Atkins, at 285. Lisa Marr, 237. We have Amy Franchi at 292. We have Jean Marie Cregan at 270. We have Liz Mangione at 232. We have Lori Allen Stewart at 215. We have Kristen Smalls at 242. Let's see who else we have in the 200 club. Sharice Nolson at 212. Timothy Farrer at 240. Rachel Roth at 285. Kelly Wendy at 270. Bayard Huck at 270. And that's it for the 200 club. In the 300 club, we have Catherine Emanuel, 360. Let me see, guys. Any other 300s? Shana Carlucci at 315. Michelle Della Sala, who's in Disney, at 300. Let's see. Any more 300s? That's it for 300. In the 400 club, I know we saw some people in 400. We had Matt Guy at 415. Way to go, Matt. And let's see here. And Tara Richmond at 425. Way to go, Tara. And I think our winner is in the 500 club. And I remember seeing it, but I can't find the person. Where are they? Bear with me, guys. I know. Oh, there it is. Gina Strecco at 580. So good job, Gina. Actually, you're at the top of my screen, front and center. Way to go, Gina, in your pink shirt. Congratulations in the 500 leading in the club there. So I'm getting into tonight's call topic. First, let me just make sure, guys, is there any questions with anything? Anybody? I'll open up to the gallery view. Anybody, any questions? No questions. Everybody's good. All right, guys, so getting right into tonight's call topic, we are pushing this month to go for green. And you guys have all seen the videos that the Diamonds have posted each day about us striving to get as many Emerald coaches as possible. And I'm just opening up my notes here. As many Emerald coaches as possible here in the month of April, as we're heading into April. So we were doing the videos explaining and saying, why do you want to get to Emerald, and what is it that's going to, help you when you get to Emerald. So I'm going to go over, I have about 9 points, and I'm even going to show some stuff on the drawing board to help explain everything to you guys. But go over the points of why you want to get to Emerald Coach. So the first one is, and it's just very simple, is this is the first step of you getting to that first leadership level of being a business builder, okay? Of being a business builder. When you first sign up, you're a coach, right? But this business is about working smarter, not harder. And as you start sponsoring coaches and you get to Emeralds, you have a team of coaches that you benefit off of with your income. So that goes into my point number 2. How do you make Emeralds? You make Emerald by you personally sponsoring 2 coaches, okay? You have to personally sponsor 2 coaches, and they must meet the 50 PV, which stands for personal volume points, so that they're quote-unquote active, all right? So the question sometimes is, what is an active coach? An active coach is somebody that meets the 50 personal volume points every 30 calendar days. So what is personal volume points? It can come from either stuff that you buy, or it can come from anything that you sell, okay? So it's usually dollar for dollar. So if you spend $50 on a product, it's usually about 50 personal volume points. Some stuff it's a little lower. but it's usually about $1 per volume point. Now, the thing is this is the best part. Most of you, the vast majority of us, probably almost the 99% of the team, is drinking Shakeology every day, and Shakeology is 90 PB a month. So if you sponsor somebody that becomes a coach that's from your challenge group and they're on Shakeology Home Direct, they're going to be quote-unquote active so that therefore you can move up to Emerald rank. Because to be an Emerald coach, you have to sponsor 2 coaches, but you have to be active, meaning you have to have 50 PB a month, and you should be on Shakeology Home Direct, so you'll have 90, and your 2 coaches have to be active, okay? Once all 3 of you are active, your first rank advance is Emerald Coach. So that's how you become an Emerald Coach. It's very simple, okay? It's you sponsoring 2 coaches. When should you want to do this? As soon as possible, like today, like April. If you are a coach right now, you want to do this as soon as possible. And the easiest way to get there, okay, is signing up your spouse. And I'm going to get into the importance of signing up your spouse later down in my things after Team Cycle Bonus, which I'm going to explain. But you want to sign up your spouse, even if they don't want to work the business, even if they have nothing to do with it, even if they have no idea that you're signing them up. And I'll explain that more in a little bit. So guys, the best part, one of the cool things about being Emerald is this. And I'm going to show you guys a little diagram, okay? If this is my little diagram and this is you, okay, and here are your 2 coaches, form a little triangle there, okay, and you work the business 10 hours a week. I'm just using that as a hypothetical number, okay? The thing is, when you make Emerald Coach, you make something called the Team Cycle Bonus, okay? And I'm going to explain that in the next step, but this is why this is important. If you're working 10 hours a week and you find 2 other people to also work 10 hours a week, what happens is at the end of your week, you are still doing 10 hours a week, but your business is now doing 30 hours a week. So you're doing 10 hours, the same 10, but your business is 30 hours. And why is that important? Because you make money off of what these coaches do. If they bring in challengers, coaches, they sell products, whatever it is, they sell somebody T25, whatever these 2 coaches do in their 10 hours generates income for you. And that is the Team Cycle Bonus, which I'll explain in a second. So what happens is that you're working smarter here, not harder, when you become Emerald. Because it's the first time you start growing where you benefit off what your coaches on your team do by the same 10 hours, okay? But guys, this is where the compound effects can happen, and you got to start with Emerald. Because if you have your 2 coaches that are doing 10 hours and you teach them to do the same thing, okay? And now you have them doing 10 hours. Sorry about the chicken scratch here. Your business now, you're still doing 10 hours, okay? But your business is now working 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 hours. It constantly compounds and duplicates over time. And it starts with your 2 coaches, because you know why? These 2 coaches here and these 2 coaches here, you don't need to sponsor them. Your 2 coaches could be sponsoring people. And then these coaches can be sponsoring people. You've still only brought in your 2. So it grows, and you make money off of everything in your downline, your organization, okay? Which gets into the Team Cycle Bonus. This is where the magic happens. Guys, you want to work smarter, not harder in this business. Yes, if you want to make $1,000 in a week, right, you could sell $4,000 in product and make 25%, right? And then you would make your $1,000. But that is ridiculously crazy. Who wants to do that, right? I don't want to be working my butt off to make $1,000 a week by having to sell that amount of product. But the team cycle bonus works like this. For every 300 team volume points, and team volume points, guys, is a little different than personal volume points, but it's still pretty close. So for every 300 team volume points that your coach is below you, so here's you again, let's just say you have 2. And again, you can have a lot more than 2 because they can sign people up. If these coaches here generate 300 volume points, you make as an Emerald a $14 team cycle bonus. Okay? And if another 300 happens, you make another $14 team cycle bonus. Let me tell you, you do not start making the team cycle bonus until you get to Emerald Coach. And this is when you start generating revenue off of what your team does. You could be sitting home watching TV and you could be generating income. And that's why this starts with you getting to Emerald. You do not get the team cycle bonus until you get to Emerald. Now, there is stuff with, balancing. A certain amount of the 300 has to come from one side. I'm not going to get into that right now. It's not to confuse you if some of you are thinking that. All you need to know is this. You want to get to Emerald Coach because you make $14 every time your downline does 300. Now, guys, remember what I told you. Remember what I told you. If you sponsor 2 people who sponsor 2 people, who each sponsor 2 people, you only sponsored your 2, but now you have an additional 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 coaches that are working toward your team cycle bonus. Team cycle bonus. It adds up fast. And when you get to Diamond, it's $18, a team cycle bonus. And when you get to Diamond, they have a matching bonus. It's called 10% matching bonus. What does that mean? And this is why I want you guys to realize how important Emerald is, because to get to Diamond, you have to get to Emerald first. The team matching bonus is this, and this is pretty cool, is that if one of your coaches, if this is you, and say you get yourself to Diamond, and here are your 2 coaches, okay? And say your coach right here is an Emerald. This coach here is an Emerald. And this coach makes $200 in team cycle bonus for the week. Your coach made $200. You get a 10% matching bonus. So you get an extra $20 on top of your team cycle bonus for the matching bonus of your coach. So as you grow, there is more ways to make money in this business. But this is the thing. You have to get to Emerald first. You have to sponsor 2. Now, some of you have been lucky that this is something that never happened for me. Some of you may notice already that you've sponsored no one, but what has happened is, say this is me, this is David, because some of you have asked me this question, and they say I don't get it, all right? And I signed you up and put you right here. Here's you. And you haven't done anything yet. And then I sign up another coach and put him here. And then this coach that I signed up signs up 2 coaches and puts them here. What has happened is you now have 3 coaches below you that are bringing in volume points that you're losing money on because you have to sponsor your 2 people. Once you get your 2 people that you sponsor, say one goes here and one would have to go down here, you now would make money off the coaches that have been placed here that started with me placing them below you. Some of you have coaches under you right now that are bringing in volume points that you're not cashing on because you're not an Emerald. All right? That's why this is the leg. That's called your power leg. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get too crazy. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is you want to get to Emerald Coach because your whole team, this is a team effort. The team could be helping you make money. Okay? The team could be helping you make money. Are there any questions on that quick lesson, the team cycle bonus? Unmute yourself. Anybody? Everybody's an expert? Wow, everybody's an expert. Wow, even this is the expert right here. Check this out. If I could do it. I can't do it. Where did it go? Hold on. It's not letting me do it. Okay. Again, I was going to make a joke. Somebody has a picture of their baby on there. So cute. And even that baby has no questions. So next is customer leads. This is a big one, guys. I personally have close to 1,000 customers, 1,000 customers that have been assigned to me through Team Beachbody. Those customers that buy off an infomercial, those customers that buy something from Beachbody.com, those customers that go to TeamBeachbody.com, remember, Team Beachbody is the network, that's the coaches and community, that's us. People that go to TeamBeachbody.com that don't have a coach, when they buy something, they get assigned to a coach. All right? Those are the customer leads. And Beachbody gets, a year ago, they were getting 75,000 new customer leads a week. 75,000 new customer leads a week. So if you are an Emerald coach, all right, and you hit Success Club 5, which a lot of you have hit Success Club. If you get 5 points and you hit Success Club 5, if you get 5 points and you are an Emerald coach, those 75,000 customer leads a week get assigned to you. Free. And guys, those customers, if they buy anything else in the future, you make 25%. If they decide to sign up as a coach, you're their sponsor, which can help you move up in rank. Okay? I don't know of any other companies that is handing you success, right? Today I've been texting some of my customer leads that I got. This one guy, Andrew, who got 21-day fix. I don't know him. Beachbody gave him to me. So why would you not want to get your business to grow? Yes, you may have to put in some work to get yourself to Emeralds, and then you hit your Success Club 5 points, right? And then you get free customers assigned to you, and your business grows because Beachbody is helping you grow. Okay? Customer leads. I saw somebody post one question on the thing here. So once you're at Emerald, you will get credit for coaches in the downline. Yes. You get credit for coaches in your downline whether they are sponsored by you or not. Okay? So, and it grows. It's a compound effect. So if you sponsor 10 coaches, but because they sponsor people, and those coaches sponsor people, and your whole organization, your whole downline is 100 people, well then even though you only brought in 10, you will make money off of that whole entire 100. Does that make sense? I think that's Diane. Does that make sense? Yes? I don't know where you are, but hopefully it makes sense. So yes, you make money off of your whole organization, your whole team. Okay, it's truly a team effort. So that's customer leads. Next, Success Club leads. If you are an Emerald coach and you hit Success Club 10, you get 10 points. And guys, this is why Success Club is so important to hit in so many different ways. If you hit 5 points, you get customer leads. If you hit 10 points, you get customer leads. And Carl has made a vow that every bag of Shakeology, Carl Deichler, the CEO, every bag of Shakeology that is sold, a coach will be paid the $30 or 25% commission on every bag. So that person that does not have a coach that buys Shakeology without a coach will get assigned to an Emerald coach that has hit Success Club 10 the month prior. And that coach not only will get that customer, but will also get the $30 commission. Guys, so now you're getting free money. Think about it. The customer lead program, you're getting free customers, but you don't get the commission on the original purchase. If they go on the infomercial or they go on directly to Team Beachbody and buy 21-day fix, they get assigned to you, but you don't get the original commission. Success Club leads, you get the original commission on the Shakeology of $30. And guys, many times they're on Shakeology Home Direct. And when they're on Shakeology Home Direct, guess what happens? The next month you make $30. And the next month you make $30. And guess what happens if they're not on Home Direct? You can reach out to them and get them on Home Direct and get a Success Club point. It's a win-win. So you're either getting the money or you connect with them and help them get the Success Club point. Okay? So that is the Success Club leads. Next, carryover volume. Carryover volume is that if there's 1,000 or if there's 100 team volume points that is generated by your coaches in your team, in your downline, okay, and you need 300 to get there to make that $14, that 100 carries over to the next week. So if you only have 100 volume points one week and the next week you have 200, the 100 from the week prior will carry over. It's not like a reset button every week. It carries over, all right? So you have a bank of volume points. It's always there for you. So again, you want to get to Emerald because it's money that's sitting in the bank for you. Last but not least, why you want to get your spouse signed up and why, A, it's going to help you get to Emerald and why it's such an important business decision, guys. And this one, I want everybody to pay attention. If you're not Emerald, you're wondering why, okay? And this is why. And I'm going to use my wife, Kristen, as an example. When I signed up as a coach, and there's me, and I had nobody. I'm by myself, my lonesome self. Kristen at the time, I think she was pregnant. I signed her up to help me get to Emerald. And here is Kristen, my wife, Kay, okay? And then I signed up my other coach here, and then I became an Emerald. What happens, guys, is that once Kristen and this coach is here, every other coach that signs up, because it's like a tree, has to go below my wife in my, this is your left leg, because you have two legs, like your left leg and right leg. So Kristen's in my left leg, and this is the right leg, okay, right, left. Every other coach that I sign up has to go below Kristen or below this coach in my right leg. So if I sign up another coach, I have to put that coach below Kristen, okay? And if this coach here that I signed up signs up two coaches, they're also below Kristen, all right? And then this person signs up two coaches, and then this person signs up two coaches, and then this person signs up two, and this person signs up two, and it grows. This is why this is so important, because one day, two things can happen. First, you can get your spouse to Emerald Coach because you have to sponsor two people to be an Emerald Coach, right, guys? So if you sign up two people through your spouse, two people, spouse, if you sign up two coaches to your spouse and make your spouse an Emerald Coach, say a year from now, this is the crazy part. This is what happens. All of these coaches here and all of the volume points that these coaches are bringing in, your spouse will make money off of it because you got them to be an Emerald Coach. They'll make money off the team cycle bonus. But guess what? So will you. So you will also make money off of the same volume points, so you are double dipping on the same volume stream, okay? And what happened is, one way is you sign up your spouse to get into Emerald, which I did, but now this is the crazy thing, guys, is Kristen, my wife, about a year and a half ago, started working the business and didn't do anything for the first couple of years. I was by myself. She has a couple hundred coaches in her downline that just grew below her, and she had nothing to do with the business. Now, she went from not wanting to work the business at all to me getting her to Emerald so I can start double dipping on the same volume points. Now she's working the business, and she already has a pretty good sized downline that's helping her make revenue because I got her in the very beginning at the top of my leg. So I let people grow under her, and I also helped me get to emerald. So even if your spouse has nothing to do with the business, even if they don't even want to partake, even if they're not supporting you, it's a business decision that they'll get you halfway to emerald, and you can let the team grow under your spouse. So if you ever decide to get your spouse to emerald on your own, you can make money off of those same coaches that your spouse makes money off of. You would also make money because they're both below you. Those coaches are both below you. Or crazy things can happen. A year, 2 years from now, you can't predict the future. Your spouse joins you, and now all of a sudden they have a good-sized downline because you decided to sign them up at the very top. Guys, don't make this mistake. Here is you. You wait and you sign up 2 people, and then they sign up 2 people. And then you're like, you know what? I'll sign my spouse up right here, S for spouse. And you wait. Well, guess what? If you ever decide to get your spouse to emerald, all of these coaches right here, these 3, this volume only will go to you for the team cycle bonus. It won't go to your spouse because it's above your spouse. So your spouse will miss out on money from these coaches. And I know that my sponsoring coach loses about $10,000 to $15,000 a year because these 3 coaches are rock star coaches, and all of the volume that they bring in, it only funnels up. It doesn't go down. It funnels up to the coach. So you want your spouse to be in the top of your leg. I know that may have been confusing. The point is this. You want your spouse signed up under you in the top of your leg like now, okay? And you want them to also be there like now so that you get yourself to emerald so that you can get the leads. If you hit Success Club, you can get the Success Club leads. You can make the team cycle bonus. The perks are endless. Remember, you sign up 2, everybody is active, the 50 personal volume points, and you rank advanced to emerald. Okay? So that is the summary of Emerald Coach. I think that if you're not, even if you're somebody that's like, I'm not 100%, David, you love the business, I'm just starting to grow and learn. Great. Get yourself to emeralds, and then just so you can start generating some revenue. At least get there. I'm not saying to shoot for star diamond to say, all right, no, you got to build this to a 6-figure business today. No, get yourself to emeralds. It's free money, and start building it at your speed. Okay? There's always 2 days for a coach, 2 dates for a coach. It's your born on date or your date you sign up, and the second date is the date you start working the business. And for me, I signed up. I only wanted the discount, the 25% off. I made a little bit of money here and there. I signed up Kristen to have her get me to emeralds. And then I started realizing the opportunity, and then I finally took off with the business. But in the beginning, I at least made sure I got myself to emerald. Okay? So I want to open up to any questions. Are there any questions? Anybody? No? Seeing a lot of veteran coaches on here. A lot of veterans. Teresa Cobb, I expect you to be emerald by the end of the month. I'm calling you out right now because I'm looking right at you. Good. I'm glad you're laughing. Who is not emerald on this call? Raise your hand. Try to see. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to see. All right, there's a handful. 6, 7, 8. All right, good. 9, 10. Guys, this is it. Go for green in April.
Dave, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I think Sean I don't know really the answer to it. Does it matter which leg you put your spouse in terms of your power leg or your basically your business, I forget what you call it, the weak leg, or, would you say a spouse who's not going to build the business, put them in your power leg versus, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Or do you?
It's a very good question. And you know what? I can go both ways. Rob asked me the same question when we were on a break in Dallas.
Okay.
This is the thing. There's 2 ways to look at it. If you put your spouse in your weak leg or inside leg, and for some of you may not understand this, but Stacy, I'll just tell you, if your spouse may work the business, then you'd put him in your inside leg because they'll help you grow your inside leg.
Right.
If your spouse is not going to work the business, you put him in your power leg so that the coaches go under them, hoping that one day they work the business. Right. But you can go. I've heard it both ways. You could say your spouse isn't going to work the business, so put him. Your spouse is going to work the business, so put him in your power leg so they start having people grow under them as well. Don't put him on your inside leg. Let's help him grow quick as possible. So at this point, I think I always say at the end of the day, it's not which leg, it's get him in a leg ASAP.
Right. Just to add to the whole legacy thing, right? I've got a rock star wife who's building the business, and she said to me today, we've talked about this in the past. We have a 19-year-old daughter, and guess what? We're going to sign her up as a coach. But she came up to up to Shannon's today saying, hey, I'm actually thinking about building the business, So the way I see it is if she doesn't, you know what? I'm still going to take advantage of, like you just said, get her to an emerald. And, she's in college right now, so whatever residuals that she can earn, there you go. It's just another aspect to the one benefit of having an older daughter.
And
benefits.
And Stacey, and that's confusing. I want to tell you something very important that you should do. If she signs up, you would probably sponsor her, and you would place her in Shannon's inside leg.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about that more later, just in terms of.
Yeah, but just if it happens, put her in Shannon. Whatever your inside leg is, put her there, because then if she grows the business, she will help Shannon build her inside leg. Make sense?
Okay. Yep.
All right. I don't want to get into advanced growing, but that's a quick thing. That's where she would go. You sponsor her, put her in Shannon's inside leg. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? Guys, anybody? No? Shantae, emerald by the end of the month? Yes. Good. Calling people out, whoever I see. Rob, your ass better be emerald by Thursday after leaving Dallas. Just so you know, guys, no excuses. I want to end with this. Rob drove 10 hours. Right, Rob? 10? About 10? I'm going to unmute you. How long?
It was 16 round trip drive.
16 hours round trip Rob drove to go to Dallas to the men's event. And Rob, guys, no excuses, right? And Rob, what was your takeaway?
The one thing that really stood out was about basically getting a champion work ethic, and be willing to make sacrifices and also be willing to fail. I've been doing that. I've been failing at trying to get people to sign up and join and just basically help them. And they're not ready to be helped at this moment. But as I was posting of the event while I was there, the same people, they were all there liking the pictures, liking the posts. They see what I'm doing, and they see the changes in me. So in time, it's all going to work out.
Absolutely.
But it was a great event.
Failure is part of the process. And if you're not willing to fail, then you're not going to be successful. And if you're not willing to make sacrifices, you're not going to be successful, period. And we heard it. All right, guys, so if there's no other questions, go for green. Everybody that's on here that's not emeralds, by the end of April, I want to see who makes emeralds. All right? I want to see who makes emerald coaches. That's the push. I know your upline diamonds, for those that are making emerald, their little prizes are going to go out. Every diamond may do something different. So otherwise, guys, have a great week. Week 3 of our challenge groups. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys all soon. And a couple more sleeps to my – talk to you soon. Bye-bye.